125 and 3/10 plus 75. When you add decimal numbers, you need to line up the decimal points. 75 is a whole number. Its decimal point is invisible. It comes at the end of the number, just like a period comes at the end of a sentence. So your problem should look like this. Our top number has one decimal place. Our bottom number does not. Therefore, we need to add a 0 in the tenths place before we add. We're ready to add. 3 plus 0 equals 3. Bring down the decimal point. 5 plus 5 equals 10. Carry the 1. 2 plus 1 plus 7 equals 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. My answer is 203/10. Subtract 1002 minus 8 and 5/10. When you subtract decimal numbers, you need to make sure to line up the decimal points. 1002 is a whole number. Its decimal point is invisible. It comes after the 2. Just like a sentence has a period at the end, a whole number has a decimal at the end. You may see it, or it might be invisible. Your problem should look like this. We need to add a 0 in our top number as a placeholder in the tenths place. Now we can subtract. We cannot have 0 and take away 5, so we have to borrow from the 2. The 2 becomes a 1, and we carry the 1 over to the 0 to make it a 10. 10 take away 5 equals 5. Bring down the decimal point. We cannot have 1 and take away 8, so we have to borrow. When we look to the left, we see a 0. We can't borrow from 0, so we need to go one more spot over to the left. There's another 0. So we need to go one more place value over to the 1. We borrow from the 1, it becomes a 0, and we take the 1 we borrowed over to the adjacent 0 to make a 10. We're going to borrow from that 10 and make it a 9, and carry the 1 over again to the 0 to make that 0 a 10. We borrow from the 10 and make it a 9, and we carry the 1 over to our other 1 to make it an 11. 11 take away 8 equals 3. 9 take away nothing equals 9. 9 take away nothing equals 9. And 0 take away nothing equals 0. 993 and 5/10 is our answer. Multiply 78 and 2/10 times 22. When we multiply numbers with decimals, we do not have to line the decimals up. Your problem should look like this. We're first going to multiply by the 2 in the ones place. 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 times 8 equals 16, carry the 1. 2 times 7 equals 14, plus 1 equals 15. I'm done multiplying by 2. Now we're going to multiply by the 2 in the tens place. This 2 has a 0. We're going to use that 0 as a placeholder. Now we can multiply by 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. 2 times 8 equals 16, carry the 1. 2 times 7 equals 14, plus 1 equals 15. We're done multiplying by 2. We can add. 4 plus 0 equals 4. 6 plus 4 equals 10, carry the 1. 6 plus 5 plus 1 equals 12, carry the 1. 5 plus 1 equals 7. Nothing plus 1 equals 1. To find where we place the decimal point, we have to add the number of decimal places in our problem. In our top factor, 78 and 2/10, there is 1 decimal place. In our bottom factor, 22, there are no decimal places. This means that there will be a total of just 1 decimal place in our answer. 1,720 and 4/10 is our answer. "67 and 2/10 divided by 42. When you set up your problem, it should look like this. The first thing we're going to do is take the decimal point from our dividend and move it up into our quotient. Now we're ready to divide. 42 is unable to divide 6, so I write a 0 above the 6. 0 times 42 equals 0. 6 take away 0 equals 6. Bring down the 7. 42 is able to divide 67 one time. 1 multiplied by 42 equals 42. Subtract. 7 take away 2 equals 5. 6 take away 4 equals 2. 25 is less than 42, so I can move on. I bring down the 2. 42 is able to divide 252 6 times. 6 times 42 equals 252. When I subtract, I get 0. Our answer is 1 and 6/10.